John Keim is ESPN's Redskin reporter. He was in the locker room when Meriweather went off, and he joins us now. John, what brought this all on?
Well, the question was simple. What did you think of what Brandon Marshall and Martellus Bennett said? And I think clearly Meriweather was wounded more so by what Marshall said, because they do have more of a relationship. I'm not sure necessarily how close they are, but they do know each other. I believe they have homes near each other in Florida. And so I think he definitely felt wounded by what Marshall had said.
He certainly got very personal there with his attack. Redskins, did they have any reaction to this? How did they handle this?
Well, it was at the end of an open locker room session, so there was no reaction. Mike Shanahan will talk at 3 o'clock today per his usual Monday press conference. So there was no reaction. They did have a public relations staffer came over later. I don't know that he was there when Brandon made those comments, but he definitely came over shortly thereafter.
And did anyone then follow up with him? I mean, he was clearly going after Meriweather with these comments and referencing Meriweather's past infractions.
The questions that kind of shifted as much to, questions kind of shifted as much to how do you, more so to his game than the comments on Marshall, because it was, he, as you brought up earlier too, the comments about the knees, that also came right after that too. So he went into several different directions, and then shortly after that, the locker room was closed, which it normally would be at that time.
Okay, and I apologize. I had Meriweather Marshall, my references with the Brandons, confused there. Has he spoken to Brandon Marshall?
He has. I know that they have at least texted. I don't know that they have talked. I know they have communicated with one another, and that's something that we were not able to get deeper into. But I do know that he had made contact with him last week. Okay,
and other than that, how was his mood? How was his demeanor?
I think it was okay. I definitely think he's a little still confused as to what he needs to do, and I think you saw, when he starts talking about taking out people's knees and possibly ending their careers that way, there's definite frustration. And he did say one other time, that I guess the NFL, something about how the NFL doesn't necessarily like aggressive play. So I think there's definitely some frustration and confusion over what he has to do. But he also did say that he knows he has to clearly change his tackling habits even more than he thought he had earlier this season.
Okay, John Keim, Redskins reporter, joining us. And again, Coach Shanahan talks at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That ought to be interesting, John. We'll talk to you then.
Thank you.